Oh, there's a path there. So I was gonna make this whole thing into a castle. And, I guess right now it just needs a lot of landscaping. I'm getting tired of this snow. So I was gonna remove, like, all the dirt. And, just leave it exposed as stone, I guess. And I think I'm on Y86 here. 88. Okay, now to get rid of, all the dirt. That's a lot of dirt. What is that sound? Creepy. So many weird sounds in this game. I figure if I get rid of all the dirt on the mountain, it'll give it like a clean look. Because if it's just stone exposed, I think that'll look good. I gotta turn my headphones down. Just way too loud. gonna be a lot of dirt removed. I should take out this outline then. Also, you can't see it because of the snow. I might do what Kathy did and put a layer of glass up above. We need more ambient music in Minecraft. Do I just have my music like turned down or something? Like there used to be music, right? Oh my god, it's down all the way. Yeah, I remember like 2 years ago there was just music playing like all the time. I should go fix my shovel and bring back TNT. And glass, because this is going to be really annoying with the snow. I'm not sure how high I would have to put the glass, or how low it can go, I should say. Maybe cloud height? So that snow doesn't come up here. I gotta fix my shovel anyways. Skirt! Free stuff from Santa. Whoa. I'll take a Christmas tree. And a Polaroid? There's the music. I haven't listened to that in like 2 years. Hey, cop. Hey, you changed your name. I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. Do you celebrate Christmas? I had mine yesterday. Come on. I'm stuck here. Your cop's cousin? Are you a police officer? For some reason, when I click on my shulker, it just lags out so bad. I have to like long hold the button just to let it go. Is that a Christmas? I swear these guys are wearing Christmas hats. I'm seeing things. That's a tiny little Christmas tree. I hope that grows bigger. It's a reindeer Polaroid. Wooden picture frame snowman. There was an issue with this portal. Yeah, this portal here isn't even lighting up. The other ones are just fine. This must be on a chunk border. had a shulker full of TNT, and I want to bring it. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm not a big fan of cops in general. I watch a lot of cop videos where people get pulled over and they basically get their rights violated. Like in the United States, there's no law that states that you have to roll your window down all the way, and if a cop arrests you for not rolling your window down all the way, you can sue the police department and get tens of thousands of dollars in from a case. I watched one of those yesterday. It was really interesting. The cop came up to the window and was like, roll your window down all the way, and the guy said, I don't have to. So the cop orders him out of the car, and he arrested him for not rolling his window down all the way, which isn't against the law. And he was awarded $62,500 for that. And 30% of that went to legal fees for his lawyer. So he walked away with something like $35,000 just for being arrested for not rolling his window down all the way. And it's such a power move that cops try to pull on people when they do that. Now, I don't know what it's like in other countries. I don't even live in the States. I live in Canada, but I'm sure they do the same thing. I'm getting over a chest infection thing. He was very impatient. He was like, roll the window down, and the guy goes, no, I don't have to, and he goes, get out of the car. I've dealt with some really shitty cops before. One time I was parked in a restaurant parking lot because I was using their Wi-Fi. I was just downloading a movie because I lived out in the country and we didn't have unlimited data, so I'd go to a restaurant or a coffee shop, download a movie on my phone, go home and watch it. It just took like 15 minutes to download, right? And one time a cop like angrily knocks on my window. He's like, identify yourself. And I'm like, I'm literally just using the Wi-Fi. Like, he's like, oh, well, we've got a suspicious call about a guy plotting out a bank robbery. And I'm like, that's definitely not me. And I'm like, I didn't even know I was parked at the bank. I'm pretty sure this is just a restaurant. And he points behind me, like 500 feet behind me, and goes, there's a bank right there. And I'm like, I'm not even close to a bank. I'm not even close to it. And then I give him my driver's license and everything, and he goes, I don't think the restaurant owner would appreciate you using their Wi-Fi. And I'm like, well, I don't know, go ask him. Why is it public Wi-Fi? So I've dealt with some cops that were just assholes. And I try to avoid cops, like, at all costs. Cops, the other day were knocking on my door asking if I had called 911. It was weird. They were like, does anyone here speak a different language? And I'm like, no. One, there's nobody here. Two, I only speak English. And so they don't even know who called. If I looked through the peephole and noticed there were cops, I just wouldn't have answered the door. There's a good video on YouTube. It's a lawyer giving a talk at a college. And the video is titled, Why You Should Never Talk to Cops. And it's really eye-opening because there's been many cases in places like the United States where a guy will be going out for a jog, like around the block, and he gets stopped, asked to identify himself, and it just so happens that somebody was just murdered around the block. And this guy has nothing to do with it. He's just going out for a jog. And he gets charged with murder when he has nothing to do with it, completely innocent. And they just needed somebody to pin it on. So that's why you shouldn't really identify yourself to cops if you're just, minding your own business and going about your way. There's been countless cases like that where people were charged with murder just because they were, like, in the area. Oh, I brought TNT. I can just blow the hell out of this. I'm gonna turn this music down. It's just slightly too loud. That's better. Whoop. Oh, I forgot a flint and steel. Maybe I have one on me in here. I should. Yeah. Oh, this should take a lot less time. I have a crazy creeper farm, so basically I have like unlimited gunpowder, so I guess I just need a lot of sand. Yeah, this will be a lot faster. And I won't keep having to go back and forth to fix my shovel. There's a murder, crime scene going on. The cop be like, on only one civilian, hey, did you murder a person here? Because, yeah, that's basically how that goes. If you get picked up, if you get arrested, and it just seems like you did the murder, they'll use that and be like, well, the shoe fits, and then if it's a trial by jury, the jury could just be like, yeah, I just guess he did it. And meanwhile, it's like, you were just out for a jog. You weren't doing really anything. And there's been countless cases like that, especially for a lot of black people. That took out a lot of dirt. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm pretty hesitant just to not ID myself, or to ID myself with cops. Like, if I'm driving, you kind of have to. But if you're just like at home or jogging around the block and they're like, you have to identify yourself, you actually don't. And if they arrest you, you've got a civil rights case against them and you get awarded a lot of money. Now that's just in North America. I don't know if you're from like Mexico or Spain or something. But they probably also have similar laws. Depends on the cop. I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I'm trying to get it to 100%. I just finished the story for Grand Theft Auto 5 a couple days ago, and I did all the stock market missions, and now I have $1.2 billion per player, per character. I met a lot of great cops. Just, you really got to watch out for cops these days. Like, I grew up thinking you could, like, trust cops, but there's equally bad cops out there. My buddy, when he was in high school, he was just driving around with his brother, like, legally and everything, and a cop pulled him over and punched him he ripped him out of the car and then punched him in the face. Not really for any specific reason, he just did it. And he had a civil rights case, and he won that case. And he was awarded like $10,000. It's a lot of like old cops. When you're an old cop, you've been doing it for 30 years, you probably hate having to do the job. It's probably very stressful. And so you start to treat people kind of worse just because you kind of hate your job. I would hate to be a cop. I used to want to be a cop, and then I was like, Or maybe I don't. And a few years ago, I basically learned that cops aren't quite there to protect you. They're to protect the wealthy people of the country and what they have, what they own. Because in a society where everyone has equal resources, there's no crime. The only reason there's ever crime is because of resources being hoarded by rich people. Now, there's still obviously things like murders now and then, but not really petty theft. Nobody's going to steal a car if everybody has a car. It just doesn't happen. At least not in numbers to be concerned about. I've called the cops a few times to basically rescue me from like getting beat up by someone on drugs. That's happened twice. Like I have neighbors who are all drug addicts, and they didn't really help me. In fact, they wanted to arrest me. And I was like, that's backwards. I called you guys to help me out. And you want to arrest me. It didn't make any sense. Wow, that did a lot. I have to go find iron. One. Gotta find like a crack in the ground or something. Oh. Should be enough. Yep. So do you play Minecraft? There's a lot of people from India. A lot of them can't afford Minecraft because they can't get it on console because there's like no consoles in India, and a lot of them watch people play Minecraft even though they pretty much will never be able to play Minecraft. I like this new wood. It's like a pinkish gray. Looks good. Totally an addictive game. I've been playing this for like 7 years. I'm bored of it. Super bored of it. It's just, they don't fix the main problems, like the render distance. It would be a completely different game with a better render distance. It would make it just more beautiful. Like, there's only so many things you can build. Can't say I've ever built a castle before, or at least not a nice castle. Oh, I made the wrong, damn it, I made the wrong thing. I made shears. I was distracted. I was talking too much. What do I need? Flint. Crap, I need flint, so I need to go find gravel. Yes. I only figured that out like last year, that you can put mending on breaking on a shield. And this, for years, I've been just making a bunch of shields and throwing them away, and I haven't had to make a new shield in like 8 months. It's funny, you learn like a new thing about Minecraft like every time you look up something. Only 6. Thought I would get more from that. when you get XP, it'll heal up your gear. So I've got mending on everything here. They made it harder to get mending. You used to be able to get it from, I think, whatever village, and now I think it's a spruce village you actually have to go to. So now you need multiple trader station things. This is just my backup shulker. Like if I got arrows and rockets and just extra things.
If you heard a sizzling sound, that was my vape. I've already had coffee. I'm trying to quit coffee. I don't see a point in drinking it. It's not great for you. It kind of just raises your blood pressure. That's what caffeine does, I think. And it's kind of unhealthy, especially if you have I don't really have high blood pressure, but it does spike your blood pressure in the morning, and there's healthier ways to get your blood pressure up. Like, you could literally just do some yoga, or not that I do yoga, but I don't know, you could like go for a walk around the block or something. There's almost no point in drinking coffee. It's also I heard it was toxic for you, and yet humans drink the shit out of it. Why? It kind of doesn't even, I don't think it even tastes that good. And yet I've been drinking it for like 15 years and I just don't know why. Obviously, it's addicting. But since when I turned like 32, I tried to stop all of my addictions. So I've quit weed, I quit beer or alcohol. I quit drinking soda like 5 years ago. I quit a lot of unhealthy things, even unhealthy food. I've changed my diet so many times. And I guess I'm better off for it. But coffee's next on the list. It's also kind of expensive. If you drink coffee out of a restaurant every day, it's like $1,200 a year. I love tea. That's what basically what I'm trying to do is drink more tea so I don't drink coffee. And the only time I'll drink hot chocolate is right now, just because it's Christmas. It's hard to avoid those things because, like, your neighbors will give you hot chocolate. Everybody's drinking hot chocolate around Christmas. It's also frickin' delicious. Like just yesterday or last night, my girlfriend it's 9 p.m. and she says, "Do you want a hot chocolate?" And I was like, "Why are you drinking sugar at 9 o'clock at night? Like, you don't need..." She had to work at 9 a.m. And I was like, "You want to fill up on a sugary drink right before you go to bed? That doesn't make sense." Like, if you're gonna drink it, don't have it right before you go to sleep. There's so much dirt. This is so much more dirt than I thought there would be. Yeah, that's what I mean. When I quit soda, this is like 4 years ago that I just stopped drinking it. I used to drink like 2 liters every day of Pepsi, and I was like, okay, I'm getting older. I might have diabetes. I don't, but I was afraid I did. So that's why I quit drinking soda. And it does make you hyper. And I only noticed when I stopped, because I'll have a sip every now and then, but in the past 4 years I've had probably less than 2 liters of Pepsi. And now if I drink it, or even have hot chocolate, it totally makes me hyper. I guess when I was younger, I didn't notice it. I was super afraid that I had diabetes because I was having diabetes-like symptoms. So I went and got tested, and they're like, "You're not even close to being diabetic." Sugar isn't actually the culprit for diabetes. You can still have sugar when you're diabetic. It's just couple years ago, I was like, oh, I might have diabetes, gotta stop having Pepsi, but it doesn't actually work like that. I mean, it's not the culprit. It's just you do have to watch your sugar levels if you are diabetic, which doesn't mean you can't have sugar. It just means you have to like pay attention to how much glucose is in your blood. I actually felt better drinking soda. So like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I felt way better. And now that I've quit alcohol, weed, and soda, I feel worse. I'm on a weight loss thing right now. I lost 15 pounds since November 29th. So I'm doing really well. I burp like crazy. I had a sip of Pepsi yesterday, like a tiny sip, and it made the hugest burp. It works so well for burping. When I was drinking a lot of Pepsi, it didn't really make me burp, but now, holy shit. I was convinced that Pepsi made my gut healthier, and I think it had to do with the bacteria in my gut. I think it would like help food process because sugars will ferment and I think help break down food. Soda and high sugar are inflammatory to the body, but I'm pretty convinced that sugar makes me digest food better. I went to see Alien Resurrection, I think it was called, a couple months ago. The movie was okay, but I remember I drank like a whole liter of Sprite. And I felt just fine after. But if I have Pepsi or soda right before I go to sleep, I won't sleep. I'll just lay in bed awake. My mother-in-law, she bought me a thing called a soda stream, so now I can make Pepsi at home. Which is funny because I told her I don't drink soda. But I guess she bought it for me because I switched to sparkling water. Just so I had a replacement. And then I quit that. I was drinking too much of it. I would have like 8 cans a day. 8 cans of sparkling water a day. It's a lot. God, this is so much dirt. I should switch back to blowing shit up. I didn't want to blow up the stone though.
have a nap or go to bed. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's like 1 in the afternoon. It's 2 o'clock for me. I gotta start getting more sleep. I try to get 8 hours, but I usually only get 6. I don't know why, but right in between 1 and 3 a.m., I'll wake up and just can't get comfortable. That's actually why I started streaming. I wanted to do it just an ASMR thing. I used to listen to my own music because I would overlay headphones over my microphone and just leave it there and not talk. But then people were like, "Why aren't you talking?" And I'm like, well, it was more of an ASMR type of thing. I used to listen to really nice ambient music and just not talk, and it's very therapeutic. I got permission from quite a few channels to use their music. Oh shit. Frickin' Yeti. That's the first Yeti I've seen here. Minecraft is a little boring. Grand Theft Auto is getting a little boring because I finished a story, which was awesome, and now there's not a whole lot to do. I bought all the properties. I think I've done all the strangers and freaks things. The only thing there is to do is like drive around, which is kind of entertaining. This game's a lot more fun when you're playing with others.
especially friends. We have like 90 people on this realm, and only like 3 or 4 regulars. Everyone's super busy right now. Everyone's in college. Later. Yeah, so some people will be like, why aren't you talking? And they just want me to talk, which is, I had to actually get used to it, because I was like, I don't know, just watch me play. Duh. But a lot of people who watch streamers, they're not watching to watch you play, they're watching because they want to talk to somebody. And that was kind of eye-opening, because I always thought people would want to watch me play, and it's not true. They don't give a shit what I'm doing. They just want to hear a voice or something. And I started wondering, like, are people just like really lonely nowadays? I'm lonely as fuck. I don't have friends, or at least like real life friends. I have a lot of online friends. It's weird being 37 and having no friends. I used to have a lot of friends. But by the time you're like 25, everyone's starting a family, everyone's starting like new jobs and moving away, and it just becomes impossible. So I guess I have like, get a friend on my list of like things to do for like the next couple of years. Not just like any friend, just like a best friend. Even just like one guy. That'd be great. I'm just talking to myself. It feels so weird when you're streaming and nobody's watching, but you're still talking. Because, like, you get used to it, and then it's just a thing you do. I guess before I even build a castle, I just want the landscaping to be perfect. I don't want to make a great looking castle and then it's like, but look what it's on. It's on fucking dirt. We can do better than dirt. It's a lot of dirt. almost done. I don't have to actually start building stuff. Fuck, maybe I should start smoking weed again. Weed and Minecraft just go together. I'm gonna check my texts. I want to ride my bike. But it's snowing and kind of dangerous. Not that I haven't been bike riding. I tried to ride in deep snow yesterday. Oh my god. And it was like a crash fest. Am I done? Have I done this whole thing? Holy shit, pretty much. And my girlfriend's done work. Holy shit, I'm done. That didn't even take long. I've been streaming an hour and a half. It took an hour and a half. And now I can build a crazy castle here. But I have to go meet my girlfriend because I have to get some exercise. It kind of sucks being stuck inside all day. Okay, I'll be on later or tomorrow.